Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. You must be getting tired of seeing.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Ready.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Over.
Now Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle is going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here we go. Hey, easy. Hey, easy.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. The open man is Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Here we go. Wide motion. Smith.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. Alert flare.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, easy.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
12. Hey, Echo. Hey, kill. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch twist.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
21.
Mike's 42.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? They responded to the challenge.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
At the 16-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Now it's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
5-8. Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Check three, check three, check three. Hey, easy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
General West.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Brady Jarrett on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Easy, opposite.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Give me that ball, defense. Watch the safety creep. Check 9, check 9.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Tighten up. Recon, 132 fighter. Here we go. It comes to me, it's me.
On the ground, Kamara. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Ready? You ready? It's our time. It's our time. Ready, set.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Ready.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. What? Hey, kill. Safety's grip.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Cook. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. We're scoreless after 1. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Let's go, baby.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Baby, that's a baby shot. Kill. Jim. Mike's 42.
Running with Kamara. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ready. 5-8. Good. 5-4. Ready. Check.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd
Hey, easy.
and 4.
Motion.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6? Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Check it out, read. Hey, John.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. A gain there of 21 yards.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Freeman. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Kill. 11. Hey, Alpha. X3. 218. Chopper. Here we go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Breeze. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, easy. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Over. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Switch.
Now Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Kill. 5-9.
Check 24.
Hey, easy. 61. Matchbox lights. Bravo.
To throw, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've done an excellent job blanketing Julio Jones here in the first half. That's just his second catch. So as they head into halftime, the Falcons have to ask this question of themselves. How do we get the ball to number 11?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Got it. 46, boy. 46. 46 to mark. Hey, let's get this.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go through it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Here we go. Easy, opposite. Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 13.
Hey, kill. Hey, easy. Clock, 22.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here we go. Check. Fresno. Sammy. Kill.
Breeze now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Kill. 0-2. Hey, Delta. Easy, opposite.
Breeze now. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. On first down, Ryan. That is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan, flush to his right. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Trying to lay one up deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mike, hey, easy. Hey, easy. Mike 42, Mike 42. 11.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. We go 21.
Smith catches left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready? Blue 80. Check. Mike 42. Your track.
Again, it's Kamara. And some room to work. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, easy. Kill. 5-1.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Kamara, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here.
You're good. I'm full. Ready.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Demario Davis there on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, express. 80 weapons. Sponge. No.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Here we go, here we go.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
25-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready. Yellow lady.
42, check. Mike 42. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 42's Mike.
Check.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ready, blue lady.
Exit. Hey, switch gears.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hey, 59, ready.
Say.
21.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Back to throw, Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive. Okay. About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Back to throw. And Ginn's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Breeze. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
Back to you. Under. Here we go. Kill.
To throw is Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll make it third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, easy.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go. Check 42 to Mike. Check 40. Sammy. I don't even know why this team showed up. Shit.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go. Do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Falcons, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our